Baby Doge has been pumping recently, and we actually just now got a new exchange listing. So all that's good, and I feel like it's going to continue to rise until it gets to about 8Z2. But we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about what's about to happen next year in Baby Doge, a possible listing that's going to be huge, a major listing. So we're going to talk about that. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Let's get straight into this. So as you can see right now, we just came from all the way down here at 8Z1, right? We went all the way down to 8Z1. On some exchanges, it went all the way down to 9Z9 on some exchanges. But yeah, it went all the way down to 8Z1, all the way back here, the 10th of March, which wasn't that long ago. That was only about 16, let's say about 16 days ago, about something like that, right? About 2 weeks ago, right? We were all the way down here at 8Z1, and Baby Doge has been slowly but surely rising and rising and rising. So it's probably going to continue to rise, in my personal opinion, possibly until it gets to 8Z2. There's a possibility that it does get rejected here at this resistance at 1600, but in the meantime, we're still rising and we're still making the move upwards. So you can see in the last 2 weeks, we have 25.9% up in the last 2 weeks. So that's what I was talking about. We're doing pretty good in the last 2 weeks. So we have a possibility to continue to go up to 8Z2. And especially since this is slow growth, this isn't the type of growth that you just lose overnight unless something really bad goes on in the crypto market, right? Like if Bitcoin drops huge and goes back down to 80K, possibly 78K, that's when you start to see stuff like Baby Doge losing all that it just now works for. You'll end up seeing Bitcoin going down to 78K, and that would end up dragging Baby Doge down with it. So Baby Doge would probably be back down, and then you would have another good buying opportunity. That's really what it would be. But yeah, as of right now, we don't really have to worry about that. But if Bitcoin does pull back and it has a hard pullback, then that's when you need to start worrying about it, because then you could see another crash coming in. And that's always a possibility. That's a possibility of what could happen. So you definitely want to be careful with that. But as of now, Baby Doge has been slowly rising. And if Bitcoin doesn't pull back, it's eventually going to slowly but surely get up to 8Z2 if Bitcoin doesn't pull back and drag us down. Because if Bitcoin pulls back and drags us down, you're not going to see it end up doing this. But I would say somewhere around April, sometime mid-April, we should see 8Z2 if Bitcoin doesn't drag us back down. So that's what I'm predicting right now. But hey, if Bitcoin drags us down, then we are pretty much gonna go down to 8Z1 again, and possibly 9Z9. So it's all contingent upon Bitcoin not dragging us down right now. But if we were to just kind of look at things over here on the Bitcoin side of things, on the RSI, we've crossed down here at the bottom. And typically, and you can see the cross is happening right now, literally as we're speaking. The cross is happening. And typically, what that means is we're going to be going upwards on the RSI, which means more volume is going to be coming in. So we should be seeing a 90K Bitcoin too very soon. And you can even see with this pattern here, it's forming up, right? It's forming up. It's getting ready. It's gonna happen. All right, so it's only a matter of time before this happens. Now, what I really am noticing here with this pattern here, it kind of seems like it's ready to just take off right now. So actually, if you look at what's going on in this particular area right here, like this area right here, this is usually a bullish pattern. So just looking at the 15-minute chart, we can kind of break that down even further. What's going on right here? What's going on right here is its own pattern in itself, right? It's a whole pattern in itself. So this is a very important pattern, actually. So this pattern right here typically happens for, it's almost like a bullish flag, but it could pull back. It could always pull back. Remember, Bitcoin can literally screw everything over. This always happens with Bitcoin. Things can go left, and then all of a sudden everything's crashing, right? So what we're waiting for out of this is some type of pump that could actually bring us all the way up to 90K. And after something like this is usually what happens. We usually break out of it on the upside. Now, if you look down here at the Stach RSI again, you can actually see that we're literally forming it right now. Like it could be going up very, very, very soon because, as you know, when it crosses here at the bottom and it starts to rise, that means that we have an increase inside of what? We have an increase inside of volume. Same thing that happens back here. We had that increase in volume when it went up, but it was a small run up. And then it went back down. And then you can see when it crossed at the bottom again here and it went up, it was another small run up. So there's a possibility that maybe that Bitcoin goes all the way up here to the top of that pattern here, the top of that wedge pattern, and there's a possibility that it gets rejected because technically, yeah, it would be here at the top of the RSI. But what if it does get rejected? Then it's going to look similar to this, where the RSI went up, but it was just an increase in volume, but it was immediately met by a rejection up here, which then brought it right back down. Yes, it did go right back up right after that, but what happened after it hit the top of this pattern and went right back down again? So there's a possibility that we get rejected and go down here on Bitcoin. So that's really what you want to pay attention to. Bitcoin could literally screw everything over. Bitcoin could literally crash and then everything's going down. So that's what we're working with right now. But in the meantime, Baby Doge is doing decent. Baby Doge is doing well in the meantime. So that's what we're worrying about right now. Baby Doge got all the way up to 8Z15, so that's actually pretty good. There's been a lot of good opportunities to make money here in Baby Doge, even with the small little day trades. Like, let's be honest, like there's been a lot of day trades that you could have made. Like, let's say you went from 1400 and got out up all the way up there at 1500, right? Like, a lot of people are making a lot of money just doing small little trades with Baby Doge. So, like, $5,000 in a let's say 8Z14, right? It gives you 3.5 trillion Baby Doge, and then all the way up here to 8Z15. That then gives you $357 worth of profit. So there's a lot of different people that are making small little profits here with Baby Doge. So you can still make profits. Trading it is just a lot more difficult. But yeah, most people, it's better to just hold it until it reaches a certain price. So swing trading is the better option for most people. But like I said, always say, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Make your own decision here. But yeah, I think that it is working its way up to 8Z2. But Bitcoin could screw that over at any time. Now, the exchange that we just got listed to has actually already had Baby Doge on it for a long time, but they just now had put a USDC pair on Baby Doge. So as you can see here, BitTrue has listed Baby Doge with a USDC pair. So the listing has already been there, but this is just a USDC pair added to that. Now, also, they did mention a couple days ago what exchange do you guys want to get listed to? And this was on March 22nd, 4 days ago. They're like, what exchange do y'all want to get put on? And most people are saying crypto.com, Coinbase, and Robinhood. Those are the top three. And Kraken is definitely another one. Binance US, people are talking about that as well. Binance US, I wouldn't use Binance US. I just would not use it. They've frozen people's money so many times, and they just recently unfroze people's money. But they will probably end up doing it again because that's just how Binance US operates. They will freeze your money. But yeah, Coinbase, Crypto.com, Robinhood, and Kraken. Those are the top four that we really need. And yeah, if we can only pick three of them, Crypto.com, Coinbase, and Robinhood. If we could only pick three, Kraken's still good. We still need that one too. So yeah, that's what we need. I'll keep letting you guys know whenever we get something new. But yeah, holders. We now have 1,894,736 holders. So we've been gaining a lot of holders over the recent times. It's about 6,000 holders in the last 2 weeks, almost at 1.9 million and almost at 2 million. So that's pretty good. But yeah, this is all I got for you all today. Definitely go ahead, hit the like button, and subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you guys want me to go over next. And as always, I'll be back with another video.